Anugrah? Do you remember about frequency? Yes or no? Yes or no, Anugrah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what do you mean by frequency?
The number of
Yes, the number of. Yes, yes. The number of.
occurrence of a
The number of. Who can say? Who can say?
Ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. I can see so many. Salin, you know. Salin? Salin? If you know the answer, I'm very happy to hear the answer from you. Salin, I will give.
No, that by mistake.
Salin? No. Okay, Rudra. What do you mean by frequency, Rudra? Rudra?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you mean by frequency?
The number of number of vibrations per second.
Okay,
is
number of
called,
vibrations per second is called
frequency of
frequency of oscillation, frequency of vibration. So let me mute your audio. So how many are there? 13 students only are present today. Iman is coming now. So let me again revise that portion. I told this frequency, amplitude, these all are very, very important. So just let me give a quick revision of it. Do you need it? Do you need that one? Anugrah, say something. Why you are sitting without any emotions? Simply you are sitting. Huh? Do you need to get a quick revision on frequency?
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So let me. So after this, I will take a class test. Okay. Small test. You all should be. I am sharing the video. Okay. So here, let me start with the vibration. What is one vibration? It is the mean position. From the mean position, it will move to both the sides, right? So right side, it will come to mean position. Then it will go to left side. Then again, it should come to mean position. Then only we can say it is one vibration. Again, once again, let me see. I think, I think you understood it, right? Vibration. How many of you understood about vibration? What about Jeff? Not understood. What about Jeff? Not understood. Okay, so in the last class, we learned about the what is an oscillation, oscillatory motion, vibration, that all. So from vibratory motion. So if an object is vibrating, if an object is oscillating, how to find out vibrations from it? How to find out the vibrations of that object's movement? So it will start from the mean position. I am going to draw the graphical representation. Okay, it start from the mean position. It will move to one side. It will attain maximum height there. Then it will come to mean position. Then it will go to the opposite direction. There it will attain maximum height. Then it will again come to mean position. Then only we can say that it completed one vibration. One vibration. So due to such vibration, sound is produced. So this object may continue the same thing. This is the graphical representation of vibration, graphical representation of oscillation. So this one is one type of representation, and another one also, I think I showed it, right? By taking the mean position as a sleeping line. Do you remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So this sleeping line, we are
Yes, ma'am.
taking it as mean position. So it is moving. The object is vibrating forward, coming to mean position, going to opposite side, attain maximum height, coming to mean position. It completed one vibration. So likewise, vibrations make the sound of that object. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Now we talked about frequency. So I am just checking. I am just checking. See, mean position. I'm just checking the time. In 1 second, how many vibrations can pass from that object? So in 1 second, one vibration, two vibration, three vibration. Okay, I noticed, I observed a vibrating body makes three vibrations in 1 second. Okay, so Anugrah, what is the frequency of that object? Frequency of vibration of that object? Frequency of vibration of that object? Frequency of vibration means number of vibration per second. How many vibration an object can make in 1 second? That number represents the frequency. Is it clear? Is it clear?
ma'am.
So,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is the frequency of this object's vibration? Alan?
3.
3. See, frequency. Let me go to that definition. Okay, go to that. Okay, so the definition shows number of oscillation per second refers the frequency of vibration. That means we have to check in 1 second how many vibration it can do, how many time it is vibrating. That number represent the frequency. That number represent the frequency. So here in this picture, I told one vibration, another second vibration, then third vibration. So three vibrations. When I noted the time, 1 second. In 1 second, three vibrations were there. So Anugrah, what is the frequency of that vibrating object? What is 3? That is 3. So what is the unit of frequency? How we can represent frequency? How we can represent frequency?
3 hertz.
Alia, how we can represent frequency, Alia?
Ma'am, frequency equal to 3 hertz.
Hertz. Can you tell me how I can represent it? Which all the words I need to represent hertz?
HZ.
Okay, H capital, Z small. Okay, very important one. So 3 hertz. Hertz means the, see, as like we use meter for calculating length, kilogram for calculating weight, second or minute for calculating time. In the same way, frequency can be measured in hertz. HZ. So I hope it is clear now. Okay, so let me go to the other problem here. See, one object vibrated. When I checked in 1 second, Agna, you have to tell me the answer, okay? In 1 second, that object vibrated 10 times. So just imagine it is the string of a guitar. Agna, it is the string of a guitar. I checked it in 1 second, how many times it goes up and down motion. I noted it that it is 10 times. So can we calculate the frequency of this one? Agna, can we calculate the frequency of this vibration? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So what is the frequency of the string of the guitar which vibrated 10 times in 1 second? Yes, tell me. Tell me, Agna, tell it. Rudra.
I'm 10 seconds per 10 times per second.
Yeah, 10 times per second. That means 10 unit. What is
10
the
hertz.
unit? 10 hertz. Okay, 10 hertz. So this is how we have to find out the frequency. In another case, the frequency of string of a guitar, it is given. Frequency of string of a guitar, it is given. See children, those are attending the class, Adnan, Ahsan, Seiba, Ayman. So switch on the videos. So frequency of an object is 15 hertz. 15 hertz. So who can say how many time it vibrated in 1 second? Raise your hand. How many time it is vibrating in 1 second? The frequency of the guitar of string of a guitar is, I think I wrote 15 hertz. How many times it is vibrating per second? Yes, raise your hand. Let me see. Let me see how many of you know it. Number of vibrations in 1 second. Adnan, how many times it can vibrate, Adnan?
15 times.
15 times. In 1 second, 15 times. That is why frequency is 15 hertz. Okay, so I think it's clear. Do anybody have any doubt regarding this frequency? I hope it's clear. Yes or no?
Yes.
Say something, children. Say something. Okay. So that it is over. Now I will show you another picture. Okay, graphical representation. See, if I am drawing the graphical representation of frequency. See, I can draw the graphical representation of frequency in 2 types. Which all are they? Yes, say. I won't scold you. Say mass answers. No, say it.
Straight line and sliding.
Sleeping line.
Okay, sleeping. You taking the mean point as sleeping line or standing line, right? We can represent it. So let me show it one representation. Okay, so here I am taking the sleeping line. Okay, so one object, first object, it vibrates like this. Okay. Second case, I am showing the graphical representation. Okay, sleeping line as the mean point. Both the vibration I noted for 1 second. Both the vibrations I noted for 1 second. So, which one is having high frequency? Case 1 or case 2? Which one is having high frequency? More frequency?
Case 2.
Case 2.
Case 2. Very good. Which one is having more frequency?
Case 2.
Case 2. How you can say that case 2 is having high frequency? Number of frequency is more.
The vibration is more.
No, so Hira?
Yes, ma'am.
What you told?
The vibration is more.
Yeah, the vibration in second, vibration per second is more in second case. So we can say that this second object is having high frequency. If the number of vibrations per second is more for an object, that means it vibrates in high frequency. It vibrates in high frequency. Okay, so one more example. I am showing the standing line. Okay, mean position is in standing line. In 1 second, I got this much. Okay, vibration, first case. In the second case, in 1 second, I got this much only. Okay, so here, Jeff, which object is having high frequency vibration? Which object is having high frequency vibration or high frequency oscillation? Jeff. Show the sign. If I can't hear your voice, show the sign then. Which one? Object 1 or object 2? High frequency vibration. Which object is having high frequency? Nikhila Mary. Yes. Say it, Nikhila. High frequency object, which it is? Not clear, dear. One or two?
Ma'am, Nigla is saying second one.
Is it correct?
No.
Is it correct? How many of you are saying second one is having high frequency? Raise your hand. How many of you have the opinion that second one is have high frequency? Only Nikhila. Huh? So all others are saying that first one is having high frequency. Isn't it? Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the reason? What is the reason then? Tell
First
it.
one is having more vibration.
More vibration.
Ah, first one
First
is
one
having
having
more
more
vibrations per
vibration.
second. Okay,
ma'am.
here you can see only 1.5, right? Second
ma'am.
case. But here, 1, 2, 3. 3 vibrations are there in first case. So, I hope it is clear. Right? So frequency,
Yes, ma'am.
high frequency, low frequency, what it is. So here you can say a whistle has a high frequency sound. Whistle. When a whistle makes sound. So what is the vibrating part in a whistle? What it is vibrating when a whistle makes sound? For good. What vibrates in a whistle while making sound? What is that? What is there inside the whistle? What
Air.
is air? Yes, air. Like flute, like a whistle. Air is the vibrating part. Air column which is present inside it. So whistle, when the whistle makes sound, the air column that is present inside the whistle gets vibrated. And also this may vibrate in high frequency. Number of vibrations are more. Okay. And next, see, these all we need it in the next topic. That is why I am emphasizing these all points. Next one, voice of a woman. When you check the woman's voice and a man's voice, you can see it. Some difference is there. The difference is because the frequency of woman's sound is more. Number of vibration when a woman talks, that is more. Okay, say voice of a woman has high frequency. So here let me revise. What is the vibrating part in a woman's sound? What is the vibrating part in a woman's sound? Ah, what is that part?
Vocal cord.
Vocal cord, very good. Where vocal cord. See, so what about the vibrating part of a man?
Vocal cord.
Vocal cord. Both it is vocal cord. I am just testing whether you are getting it or not. Okay, so vocal cord is the vibrating part in a human body. Okay, so the vocal cord vibrates more time than the vocal cord of a woman vibrates more than that of a man. That is why the frequency of voice of a woman is more. Clear? Next one, the voice of a baby. So baby's vocal sound is also due to the vibration of vocal cord. So there also you can see that also may vibrate in more time. So it is also have high frequency. Okay, so the object which all have high frequency sound, they are whistle, woman, sound of a woman, voice of a baby. Voice of a baby, sound of a whistle, voice of a woman, voice of a baby. These are only very few examples I am explaining it here to make you understand about the frequency. Is it clear, children? Is it clear? Is it clear about frequency? Okay, so we can move. Okay, Salin, tell me, can you give example? Salin, sister off. So whenever I ask, he may vanish. Okay, so let me ask to, yes, Anantida. Anandida, can you give example for sound which is having high frequency? Any one
Whistle.
example? Yes.
Whistle.
Whistle, sound of a whistle, not whistle, sound of a whistle. Okay, you have to say like this. So here, let me explain once again. Okay, so here, is it recording, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let me explain one more thing. Okay. So it went up. Let me. Okay. So let me draw it. Children, can you see the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Everything is clear. Then why you are not responding? That is my. Okay. So here frequency. So I told one mean position. I am going to draw the movement of a pendulum. Okay, I am going to draw the movement of a pendulum. This is the mean position. Should I explain it? You know it, right? So when I use some force, it may go to one side. So it is moving to one side and it reached the highest distance here, highest position there. Then it may come back, right? Then again it will go to the opposite side. So it will take maximum height up to here. Then it will come back. Okay, so I am drawing the graphical representation of this type of vibration. So here, okay, sleeping line. See, the pendulum moves to both the side in small distance, right? So I am showing the vibration like this. See, you can see the height of the wave. You can see the height of the wave here. Okay, this much only. This is one case. Second case, this is the pendulum, mean position. But as I used so much force, the pendulum moves to the one side in this much height. It moves to this much height. Then it came back to mean position. Then it moved to opposite direction in maximum height. Okay. Then again it came to mean position. Can you see the, oh, it is moving, children. 1 minute. Let me explain this. After that, I will change the slide. 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So here you can see two motions of a pendulum. Can you see it? Can you understand that? Rudra is looking somewhere in the kitchen, I think. Maybe your mother is preparing some delicious food today. Huh? Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so here I am showing the picture of a movement of pendulum. Two conditions, two situations. In one situation, first situation, pendulum moves to both sides in small height. Isn't it? Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
In the second case, the pendulum moves on both the sides to get maximum height. Maximum height. When we see, when you are sitting on a swing, when you are sitting on a swing, if you are using very little force, you can swing to small vibration, right? Small oscillation. But if somebody is pulling and pushing you forcefully, how it will be? How will be the oscillations of your swing? How will be the oscillations of your swing?
Very high.
Very high. It can move both back and forth in high distance. Some people are trying to touch the top of the coconut tree. Have you done it? Huh? No. See, these all boys, especially boys, are taking these all risks. But these, the boys who are sitting here, they are not of that type, okay? They are not at all moving. Okay, so here, let me explain it. So first case, in the case of first one, I show the graphical representation. Okay, I showed the graphical representation. So second one, I am drawing it here. Okay. Sorry, you need the sleeping light. Okay. So here, see the height of the vibration. Can you see any difference in the height of vibration? Can you
Yes,
see
ma'am.
any difference
Yes,
in the
ma'am.
height of vibration? Height. This height represent this is the mean position, no? This is the mean position. How much the object is moved from its mean position, that it is showing the maximum height. So in which case the object is moved from the mean position to the maximum? Case 1 or case 2?
Case 2.
Case 2. Okay, no doubt regarding it. Okay, case 2. In the case 2 means that it move maximum height. Got it? So this is so I will relate the motion of this vibration to the motion of a string of a guitar. So I am taking a guitar. I am taking one string. I am just plucking. Softly I am plucking it. So can you hear a loud voice at that time? If I pluck the string, can you hear a loud voice?
No.
What will be the sound you can hear at that time? Which type of sound? Loud or low?
Low.
Low sound. Okay, so at that time, the strings of the guitar shows the vibration of the first case. Here I am showing first case, second case. So when I pluck a guitar softly, it may produce soft low sound. At that time, the vibration of that string is like that of the case 1. Like that of the case 1. That means both the side from the main position, the string of the guitar may go very low distance, very small distance on both sides. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. How many of you understood? Very few, 1 or 2 only I can. Here. So next case. See, I am taking the guitar. I am plucking the string. I am in a bit of anger. After your class, I felt very angry and I took the guitar and I plucked the string very forcefully. Because I can't take the anger on you. So I took the guitar and I plucked the string forcefully. So what will be the mode of sound? Is it low or high?
Very
Hi.
high.
Very high. At that time, it will be very high. So at that time, the motion of the vibration of string of guitar, when it makes high sound, that will be the second case. That will be like the second case. That means the string can move from the mid position to both the side in high distance. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when a vibrating object displaces or moves from the mean position to maximum height, it will make loud voice. If it is vibrating softly, it may make low voice. Okay, that loudness, the loudness is depending on how far the vibration moving to both sides. So that quantity, that characteristics, which determines the loudness of a sound, we can call it as amplitude. We can call it as amplitude A. Okay, so amplitude means referring the loudness of vibration. Just you think it, okay? Just to make it, but I can't give the definition as such. So for the sake, I am giving the definition of amplitude as it is the maximum vibration of the particles on either side from its mean position. Did you get that point here? First point, definition of amplitude. Did you get that first point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that is what I showed you using the guitar string and by drawing the pendulum. Okay, I hope it's clear. So that how far it moves to both the side, it determines the loudness. It determines the loudness. So we can say we learned the second characteristic of sound, that is amplitude, and this amplitude is related to
Loudness.
Amplitude is related to loudness. So if anybody asks you, so for 8th standard, you have to understand only this point. Amplitude is related to loudness. If a object is making loud voice, its amplitude is high. If an object is making low sound, its amplitude is low. This much only you want to understand for a standard. Okay. So definition, the definition of amplitude is, it is the maximum vibration of the particles on either side from its mean position. Amplitude is expressed in meters as it is the distance, no? So we can use meter as its unit. And loudness of sound depends on its amplitude. Okay. And when the amplitude of a very important, these points are very, very important, these 2 points. When the amplitude of vibration is large, sound produced is loud. When the amplitude is small, the sound produced is feeble. Feeble means very low. So, in order to make you more clear to this point, I want to share a video. So, that is the activity which it is given in the textbook. Using thermocol ball and
Yes.
in a glass and in a spoon. Yes. So,
Yes.
yeah, 2 minutes are there. Let me share it.
Sound waves of higher amplitude. Let us try to visualize it. We need a metal glass and a spoon. Pour some water in a metal glass. Now strike the glass with a spoon and observe the sound. First softly, then a little harder, and again very hard. You observe that the loudest sound is produced when the glass is struck the hardest.
Otherwise, give me
Now we will test the
piece of
amplitude
paper.
of the sound waves.
I will write
Keep the
down
glass
the
near a thermocol ball which is hanging from a string.
Oh, no.
Let the ball slightly touch the glass. Now again strike the glass and observe the ball. We see that the thermocol ball gets displaced more when the glass is struck harder. This shows that the glass vibrates with more amplitude when it is struck harder. So we can conclude that difference in loudness of sound is due to difference in the amplitude of waves it produces.
Children, I will show it. I will repeat it once again. Okay. So that make some sense out of it. So let me start it. Okay.
Sound waves of higher amplitude. Let us try to visualize it. We need a metal glass and a spoon. Pour some water in a metal glass. Now strike the glass with a spoon and observe the sound. First softly, then a little harder, and again very hard. You observe that the loudest sound is produced when the glass is struck the hardest. Now we will test the amplitude of the sound waves. Keep the glass near a thermocol ball which is hanging from a string. Let the ball slightly touch the glass. Now again strike the glass and observe the ball. We see that the thermocol ball gets displaced more when the glass is struck harder. This shows that the glass vibrates with more amplitude when it is struck harder. So we can conclude that difference in loudness of sound is due to difference in the amplitude of waves it produces.
Children, did you understood anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So by the motion of the thermocol, you can see if we strike softly, the thermocol is displacing in small height, right? Small distance. The same way the vibrations also. If we strike hard, the vibration will move both sides from the main position in high distance. Okay, so amplitude means loudness. Amplitude means loudness of sound. Clear? So frequency is number of vibrations. Amplitude makes the loudness. When the amplitude is high, what will be the mode of sound? When the
High.
amplitude is high, what will be the mode of sound?
High.
High.
High. When the amplitude is low, what will be the mode of sound?
Low.
Low.